Derrick, this is Nick from the NBC affiliate here. Welcome. And can you just let us into what the experience has been like, this being such a unique training camp and also your first one? So what have the past few weeks been like for you and the rest of the rookies going through all the testing and seeing the way things are set up?
It's not normal, but, I don't know any difference when it comes to training camp. So, I'm just, taking it day by day. And, whenever the doctors or anything have something new to tell us, then we just go with it day by day. I think all the other guys taking the same approach.
Hey, Derrick, this is Miles Simmons from Panthers.com. I'm just wondering, what are some of your priorities now that you are actually inside the building, and how can you feel like you are actually starting to really build something toward what you want your rookie year to be?
Hold on, you say it again. I can't hear.
Oh, sorry. What are your priorities now that you're actually in the building, and how do you feel like you'll be able to start building to what you want your rookie year to be?
I want to have a successful rookie campaign. I want to be able to do everything I can to be able to help this defense, help this team, and help this organization going forward. And I can only do that by putting my best foot forward. And just being able to soak it all in while I'm in the classroom aspect of it, and also while I'm on the field, being able to implicate everything into my game.
Hey, Derrick, Josh Graham from Sports Hub Tryon. KK Short yesterday described you as being a completely different kind of interior defensive lineman. Now that you've had a chance to be in the building, maybe watch some of what KK has done in the past, how do you compare and contrast you guys?
I don't know. I've never played beside KK yet. So I don't really know. I don't know all of his style of play. But I did get to work with KK a lot this summer. Just meeting up with him, getting some work in. That was big for me because obviously he's been in this game a long time. So, just getting that experience taught down to me now, and, me being able to get on the front end rather than later on, it's beneficial to me.
Derrick, hey, Josh Klein with the Riot Report. How would you describe your time with Phil Snow so far, and kind of his overall demeanor and just what you've been able to glean from him?
Man, Coach Snow was cool. Just being able to he wants us all to be able to learn defense so we can play fast. He always harps on, just trying to play defense as fast as you can, giving your best effort and being able to finish. And he preaches that a lot. That's exactly what we go through in the meetings. And I think that's just been the most beneficial thing to us.
Derrick, this is Joe Person with the Athletic Carolina. There was a picture of you, I think, on the Panthers website, or maybe Peter King used it. You were studying in a suite, your suite, of course. And it was, the clock behind you said it was like 9 o'clock at night. Have you been keeping late hours? And just wondering what your days are like now that you're in the building, and are the rookies staying in a hotel is kind of the setup?
So we are. So right now, every day changes with meetings and everything. Just because it was, at a certain point where you don't have a certain number of guys in the building at one point, and then you got to get the other group out. So it was like that. But also, it was just being here. We were finishing up meetings right then, and getting all that stuff done. So we had just finished. The rookies had an option. Everybody has an option to stay in the hotel. I personally, I have my fiance and my son with me up here, so I bought a house and I live out. So.
Hey, Derrick, this is Jason Brown with Spectrum News 1 here in Charlotte. Since we can't see what some of the workouts are like, when you guys are on the field with whatever COVID-19 protocols that are in place, what is that experience like for those of us who haven't seen it yet?
We keep our distance. We got the trackers on us, and they light up red when you get within 6 feet of somebody. So it's just about paying attention. Everybody out there is watching to make sure that when those lights turn red, that we spread out. It's a big deal because none of us want to take this back home to our families.
Derrick, Elena Gessenberg, Charlotte Observer. I was wondering for you, what has this kind of been like, just dealing with all this change, moving and with COVID going on, what has kind of the past few months just been like for you getting through all this?
I've always just kind of taken life with, the next thing, what's the next thing type of attitude. And, so really it's just been like, okay, what's next? Find a house. Okay, when do we start working out? And just kind of, just focusing on the next thing and be able to get me done. And, that's why now it's actually, since us not knowing everything, we had to actually tone it back and just, go one day at a time with everything.
Derrick, Jason Huber, WFNZ. When we spoke with you last, you were just drafted, but the Panthers went on to draft all defensive players in that. How's that been kind of, knowing that you're not the only, young rookie that was drafted on this team and kind of talking to them who are going through the same thing as you?
It's pretty cool. We got to work out a bunch of each other this summer. Just kind of meeting up, doing some things. It was big for us to just, get some chemistry before we got all in the building.
Derrick, Jonathan Alexander with the Charlotte Observer. I hope you're doing well, man. I know one of the things the NFLPA was concerned about was that a lot of its players are at risk of severe symptoms of COVID, particularly guys who with a high BMI. I'm wondering at that particular point, has that been a concern for you? Have you weighed that or anything like that?
Yeah, I think, everybody thinks about it, but all we do at this point is, if you've chosen to play ball, then you got to play ball. All you can do is listen to the doctors and the league staff, and inside the building, they're doing everything they can to make sure that we stay 6 feet apart. Everybody's wearing masks. It's just the conscious effort of everybody taking care of one another.
Derrick, Miles Simmons from Panthers.com again. I'm curious if you think that you'll be missing anything with not playing any preseason games this year.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing the experience. That's definitely something that, get your feet wet in. But, I've been put in a situation of, when we get started, it's going to be the real thing. So, it's going to come out and it's going to be, best on best. And, in that situation, I just get ready for it.
Derrick, has it kind of hit you that like your rookie year, you don't get a preseason and you may be playing in front of limited or maybe no fans at all? Like just kind of how weird it'll be for your first game to be in such an unusual situation?
At first, it was kind of, I thought in the back of my head, but now, I had to push it out. I'm just trying to focus on all things football right now. So, just getting the playbook down and, learning what I got to do and, everything else to just come along with it.
Derrick, I wondered if you might expand on your workouts with KK, where those took place and kind of what you were able to learn from him and vice versa.
We did them here, just doing recovery and stuff, and went out and doing some stuff. And, just trying to get it right. Him just trying to, put that wisdom into me that he's developed over all these years. He's got to play with all these great guys and have them alongside of him. So, he's just, he's been with open arms into, giving me knowledge.
We got a couple more minutes, guys.
Derrick, David Newton with ESPN.com. I was wondering, when's the last time you've been a part of a defense with so many new pieces and having to pull it all together? And what was the result of that?
2016 when I went to college, and it was. We ended up finishing like top 15 in the country with defense then. So I've been a part of a defense where it's been down and it's been brought all the way back up. It's about the guys in the room. It's never about anything else.
Anything else for Derrick?
Yeah, Derrick, I had one. This is Nick from NBC again. Has the team or the NFL showed you guys any sort of potential face coverings that Oakley's designed for your helmets? And would that be something you consider wearing this season? It sounds like they would be optional.
Yeah, so that was put in place a few weeks ago, and we have seen it. Some guys do have it. A lot of guys were working out with it on this stuff this summer, and it's just, it's based off preference. To be honest, I don't know if I'll wear it yet. I got to try it out. So it's just one of those things where you gotta, if you want to, you want to. If you don't, you don't.
Can I just ask one more, Ryan, really quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Elaine. Let's finish.
Just going off that, what was it like? I saw you guys took pictures in your uniforms. What was it like getting in your Panthers uniform for the first time?
It was cool. It's just kind of that realization, like this is what you've waited for all your life, and it's finally here. And a lot more work to be put in, but you started something.
Great. Guys, thank
What
you.
are your goals for your rookie year?
You know, at this point, I mean, to be honest, my goals are, you know, go out and be able to do everything I can to help this team. I don't know exactly what those look like yet. So like I said, I'm still trying to learn the playbook. So, you know, I'm trying to get my mind right on that first. So, I mean, before I can even play fast, I got to be able to learn everything and not be cautious. I mean, then you can put some limitations on what you want for the season.